for 5 minutes.
Cool.
We're gonna
Awesome.
update it.
All right, we got some people that have joined on Instagram. Thanks, everybody. And hi, Amber and Terry. Oh, Terry, thank you. That's sweetheart of you to say. So, everybody, hi. So, anyway, tonight what's going to happen is this is a live gallery show. And I have 12 pieces to share. And we're going to go through each one. The website is in the link in the advertisement or in the page for Facebook Live.
Perfect.
It's also in my bio on if you're on Instagram Live. And so it's imagesbygretchen.com/live-show-sale. Now, you can't get to that site just through my website. You won't see it. Only the people who are attending tonight will have the advantage of having the access to these pieces. They'll have first come, first serve. And each piece has its own landing page. So what you do is you go to imagesbygretchen.com/live-show-sale, and it'll come up with a landing page. And it is going to ask you, if you could, give me your email address so I can send you a thank you, send you my blog when I get around to doing it every month maybe, and whatever other kind of things when I have other specials. All right. From that page, each individual item that is available tonight will have a separate link, and you click on the link of the item that you want, and it will take you right into a page for that item, and that will take you just where it is, where you can check out and process the whole thing and give me all your information. I will send you the item. Now, the special thing about these tonight is if you went to my website, you might be able to get these items, but they would not be hand-signed. These are all limited edition, hand-signed items, so that what makes them pretty special. And the final item of the evening will be a, first off, it's the first off the printer. I printed it here at home. It's the first time I've done one. It turned out awesome, and the 100% of the last item of the night is going to Two Waters Arts Alliance, a organization I'm part of down here on the Key Peninsula that serves the kids for arts for kids on the Key. And a lot of you know that art programs in schools are not fully funded. So it takes volunteers and people to step in and do those type of things. And all right. Anyway, so thank you, Terry. I didn't realize that. Terry says I needed to talk louder. Thanks, folks, for all that. Bob's trying to monitor comments one way or another, but you would love this setup. We did by hook or by crook. We had a lot of fun putting this together. So we're going to go through each item. If all the items sell out tonight, I'm going to add a bonus to Two Waters. So that's my plan. But for right now, let's get started. All right. So item number 1 right here is called Dreaming of Tulips. Now, this is a photograph, believe it or not. A lot of people don't think necessarily that it is. It is hand signed right down here. It is on 1.5" wrapped canvas with a mirror wrap. It is a photograph that I took in the Skagit Valley, and in the springtime there's thousands of acres of tulips there, and everybody goes up and takes pictures and says, "Oh yes, they're wonderful," and then when they get them back, it's like everybody else's. So what I did with this is I took it and did some of my artist eye to it. I felt like what I got when I got this was I wanted to really communicate the motion that you get with the tulips and with the trees and the barn in the back and on grays and the clouds. So I did some effects to it, my secret effects, and made it look more like a painting. Because quite frankly, painting otherwise is not my forte, but on the way with a photograph I can do pretty well with that. So those folks on Instagram Live might be able to see that a little more there. And then we've got Images by Gretchen Facebook and our main Facebook. So if you want this one, this is item number 1. And it is normally $133, and for tonight it is $120. So you would click, I'll go to imagesbygretchen.com/live-show-sale and choose item number 1, Dreaming of Tulips, and this little baby will be on its way to you. Yay! All right, there's the first one down. So I think I'll set that one right there. Number 2, okay. Now this is called Ready for a Long Walk. Now, last year at this time, my husband and I had sold our home in Everett and we're moving down here to Long Branch. There was about a 20-day gap when we were homeless, basically, and I spent a couple days at my sister's, which, you know, if you have sisters and brothers, a couple days is about what you do. And then we got in our trailer and we spent 8 days at Camino Island State Park and another 10 days at Penrose down here. This was at Camino Island State Park, and I call it Ready for Long Walks. And it's a beautiful island that we have in Washington State that is actually an island that you can drive to, and this particular state park was just pretty empty. We had gorgeous weather, wonderful time, and the sunsets were beyond wonderful. Now this is again hand signed, and it is a 32 by 16 print on heavy watercolor paper. Okay, it has a 2-inch mat, so it's matted out to 36 by 20, and it has a backer, so it's ready for you to drop it into a frame. All right, and this one is originally $181, and for tonight it's $160. All right, $160.
Includes free.
Huh?
Includes free.
Oh, and yes, I forgot to mention that. So tonight, everything that I have is free shipping. Woohoo! So forgot to mention that. And I don't think I mentioned the size of the first one. Let me go back to that. I'll get this straight. The first one, the size on that is 18 by 24. Okay, 18 by 24 for that one. And this one is a 32 by 16 print, and then it has a 2-inch mat, so it comes to 36 by 20. And it comes with a backer, and it's the mat. It's just amazing. And so on a heavy watercolor paper that my print fulfillment just does. I love this paper. It's just absolutely beautiful, and it's archival, so it's all the good things for you. So that's number 2. Now, number 3. Okay. This is, I knew it. There's a couple of these you're gonna get right on show. Signed on show. There you go. I knew I got busy and didn't do it. This one is called Sweet Rides. This is a 20 by 12 matte metal print, and it's ready to hang. So you see the nice matte metal comes with a ready hanging. It's all beautiful hanging hardware and everything. So this photograph I took in Brownsville, Oregon. Now, Brownsville, Oregon is the second oldest town in all of Oregon. And it's infamous for a lot of different things. But one of the things that is, it's a great place. The Willamette Country Musical Festival is always held outside of Brownsville, and Brownsville just gets overrun. It's also the location where the movie Stand By Me was filmed. Stand By Me is a coming of age film with Kiefer Sutherland, and it's got a lot of popularity. And up close, if I can show you here, I don't know if you can see in the back of this, is the Blue Point Diner. And if you come to Brownsville, there's a walking tour and you can actually see the Blue Point Diner and go in and have that and see the back door where that was in the film where the gun went off and the kids got all crazy and everything. But this particular day, this is also a favored spot of people out on rides on their motorcycles. And I pulled in to I was in Brownsville this day because my daughter owns a Airbnb called the Brownsville Break Room. It's in a 1914 pharmacy there. It's just awesome. But we were there, and these bikes were lined up, and I just fell in love with them. I thought they were so wonderful, and I asked the guys if I could take their picture and without them around, and all of them left except for one guy. But it was all that, and then I did some special effects on it too, like an old solarization effect. So it's a really wonderful favored print of mine, but it's the only one on metal. And so if this needs to go on your wall, it was originally $183, and it's on sale tonight for $165. Hand signed metal matte print. And I do the metal in matte oftentimes when there's things that are shiny in it, because they shine through on their own. And also, you can't tell in lines, but where I am, we have a lot of big picture windows, and glossy metal pieces just tend to reflect too much. So my personal preference, so what you get with all of these are the way I think the prints or the pictures best hold up and best appear. So Sweet Rides number 3, a 20 by 12 matte metal print ready to hang for $165 is the sale price. Okay. Let's see, I'll put this over here. Again, that's imagesbyGretchen.com/live-show-sale. Now, I have to get my husband's help on this. So pour yourself your glass of wine. And this one is coming out. He's going to grab that side. This, we've got some shine on this. We're going to turn this light that way so we don't get so shiny on it. This is called Cot. All right. Now, Cot is also hand signed. It is a 40 by 28. Woohoo! So that it has a 40 by 28. I put a backer on this. I don't have the backer on it right now, but I will put a backer on it. It is just the print with a 1-inch border, so it's easy for you to get a frame and drop it in. I was in Maui in November, and enough said. That was in 2018 after I retired. And I was laying down on the sand, so Bob, scoot up a little bit.
It's too close though.
So anyway, I was laying down on the sand and had this rock right here. The waves were crashing. We had people walking up asking my husband, what's she doing? Why is she laying in the sand? And of course I was trying to get a low angle and get something special. So that's what Cot is. It is a 40, but can you step aside? Thank you. On my notes, he was blocking my notes. 40 by 28. It's actually 36 by 24 print on Beretta, and it is matted to a 40 by 28 with a backer, okay? And that is normally $193, and it's on sale for $170. Okay, so I just love stopping the motion of water, and that's what this one is. All right, so we've made it through number 4, and I went that way, which means I'm going back over here to number 5. All right. Okay, here we go. This is Rugged Life. It is a 22 by 14 matte metal print that is ready to hang. Now again, you see the backing on it? How cool, how well that's done. It is one of my black and whites. A lot of my heart in photography started in black and white. My grandmother gave me a camera when I was 10 that was an old bellows camera to use, and it took 8 pictures on a roll of film. Yeah, I took it to camp. From there, I progressed on, but I spent a lot of time developing pictures in the darkroom in high school. Went on to teach darkroom at the University of Washington as a teacher's assistant, and darkroom was my realm and my domain, and so that's what I did back then. But I love black and white. This is called Rugged Life. As I said, it's 22 by 14. It is, well, on the roads leading to Death Valley, if you're coming in from the north, and you're coming through Central Oregon and all around and do some things, as we tend to travel, there's a lot of back roads, and those back roads have amazing treasures, and those are the things that I love to take off on and explore. My husband is it's a little harder now that when we have a trailer. Beforehand, I used to just say, "Turn here," and he would have to turn, and we'd go. But it's just so fascinating to find out what's off that back road. And so my little hint or help for anybody, if you want to take a real fun road trip and you're using Google Maps or whatever, go to the settings and turn off using highways and major freeways, and it will take you down places. It may take you 2-3 times as long to get there, but it's well worth it. This is called Rugged Life. Again, you can guess I was probably laying in the sand to catch this really cool. Who else thinks that sagebrush is wonderful and interesting? The patterns, the textures, everything about it. It is a 22 by 14 matte metal print ready to hang. It was normally $203. It is $180 tonight. Hey, there's my cousin Carol. Yes, she says close to the camera is a good idea. Oh, Terry did. Several people want me to bring it up close. Thanks for the messages, folks. That helps a lot. Because if you could see the setup we have 4 cameras on tripods that are bunched together. So I'm trying to work for everything, and it's good. All right, so that was number 5, Rugged Life. Again, at imagesbyGretchen.com/live-show-sale. That'll take you to a landing page and has all the things that are available tonight listed, and you can pick and choose. Okay, number 5. Now I'm going to number 6. Oh, back here. Number 6. Now, this, you're going to probably wonder, this is a little thing. Yes. You might think. And it's got a little bit, probably more reflection. You can see, I could show you the water outside our house, practically. I'll pull it up close for one, a little bit.
It's really reflective.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, here, maybe I can turn it like that. Oh, good. So this is called Hard at Work, and it is a 12 by 8 acrylic print with an aluminum backing. So this, if you'll notice, is about a 1/16 of an inch deep. There's the hanging material. It's on aluminum. It is on acrylic, and acrylic is a really amazing type of thing to have your photos embedded in, to say. In this particular item, again, it is hand signed. It's really hard to see on that,
That's all right, it's good.
but it's good. It's there. This was, we had just moved down here to Taylor Bay, and the backyard was already pretty amazing with all kinds of
Pick the
things.
bottom out.
Pardon me? Oh,
Pick
like
the
this?
bottom out. Yeah, that's
Oh.
it. Yeah.
Okay. And this was a artichoke that had gone to seed, and on top of it, the bees just were going crazy. And I tell you, this bee was so pollen drunk that I could get within inches of him, and I practically could poke him. And so I took several pictures and got it and left and came back out about 20 minutes later, and he was still there, and it looked like he was passed out. I even did poke him, and he just kind of, because I thought, oh my gosh, the bee, what happened to it? Maybe it, and I poked it, and a wing kind of went, oh yeah, but no, it was so pollen drunk from all that it had gotten on this flower that it let me get really, really close. But this is a 12 by 8 acrylic print with aluminum backing. Now, the acrylics are wonderful to put in your kitchen, in bathrooms, in places that might have near the front door where there might be more moisture coming in. It is normally, this one is $207 normally, and it's on sale for $185. Acrylic, granted, is a higher priced medium to use, but oh my gosh, so well worth it if the picture is what it needs. Yes. Okay. All right. Hey, hi, Jay Dragonette. Thank you for joining. All right. Now that is number 6. Okay. Got that set aside. 7. Oh, here we go. Now on that trip to Death Valley, this one is called Revealed in Sunrise. And when we went to Death Valley, we went in April. We were there the last week, I think it was, that they you could get reservations for the campgrounds. After that time, they don't bother to take reservations because it gets so freaking hot. I mean, this is the first week in April, and already it's like, whew. So I would leave Bob and all those sleeping behind in the trailer and hop in the car really early in the morning and take off to go find places to photograph in Death Valley. And there is a spot on the east side of Death Valley called Zabriskie Point. And you can drive up to the parking lot and then you hike up the trail and get up there. And what's amazing about Zabriskie Point is it's so high above, and then the sun comes up behind you, but the Death Valley is so low that the sun doesn't get to parts of it until much later in the morning. So you see little bits of it revealed throughout the morning. And this is one that I call Revealed in Sunrise. If you haven't been to Death Valley, I had no concept. I had not been there before. And I was blown away. There were so many little things to see, and beautiful things, and majestic things, and just at every time of the day. Yes, middle of the day was way too hot and everything was flat, but sunset and sunrise and in between, oh my gosh, it was just amazing. And even, we didn't even make it to all parts because one particular area had been closed because it had had massive flood that had washed part of things out, and you would think, what? But boy,
Second largest park.
it is the second largest
national
national park in our country, and it is absolutely stunning. So this is called Revealed in Sunrise, and you see all of that, different points. Yeah, so it's a 32 by 20 print on heavy watercolor paper, and it is matted to a 36 by 24 with a backer on it. Okay, it's hand signed, right there. And it's just, you can get this, and then you don't have to get up at 4:30 in the morning at Zabriskie Point and go up to catch the sunrise rising behind you. Yes, it's pretty amazing. Okay, so that is number 7. Oh, the prices, thank you. This is $218 originally, and it's on sale for $195. Now, hopefully on Facebook, all you guys that are on my regular Facebook feed are on the Gretchen Bob Shepherd feed are seeing the little ticker tape that's running underneath, and Bob's got banners on doing this. I gotta give kudos to my husband. He's just done some amazing things with this. So this, this one, again, the price on this one was originally $218, and it's $195 for this sale. Free shipping. Okay, that's number 7. Number 8. Oh, all right. Let me go up a step over here. So, Washington State. Boy, I don't think I could ever quite find everything that you could photograph in Washington State. It's such a diverse state of from the only temperate rainforests in the lower 48 to the deserts that we have in eastern Washington, to the fact that Washington State has 5 active volcanoes: Mount Baker, Glacier Peak, Mount Rainier, Mount Adams, and Mount St. Helens. Whoa, okay, yeah, rock and roll. And so the one that is always kind of fun for me to see this is number 8, and it's called Ice and Steam. And this is, as you drive up toward Mount Baker, and you get all the way up, and then you can go past on a road that takes you to Artist's Point, I think it's called. But what's amazing about Mount Baker, it's kind of rare not to see plumes of steam coming out of it. It lets off its puffs of steam all the time. And when I was up there this particular day, what was amazing was to watch the steam come out and then come off the summit and then roll down the glaciers. And it was something to behold. And again, this one is hand signed. It is on a 24 by 16 matte metal print, ready to hang. See? You guys catch my notes? I wrote notes. Teacher says, write notes. And it is originally $250, and it is on sale for $215. So if you think this black and white would fit perfectly in your home, hop onto it, and it will sit. It's beautiful. These are all just, and they all have them come with ready things to hold them off the wall in safe protection. It's just a really high quality print fulfillment that I have with art storefronts and Graphic Dimensions. It's amazing. So kudos to Graphic Dimensions, kudos to art storefronts. Thanks guys for all the help in getting all this ready. And there's another one saying hi. Oh, I got him there. Hi. Hey, hi. Some more people. Anyway, Ice and Steam. 24 by 16, it's number 8 on my list. Number 8 on the list. Okay. Number 9. Oh, that's right. So, let me see if I can get this one up. Right. For this one, I need to do the signing on it. I know I haven't signed it yet. It will be hand signed. This is called the Bit of Thread. And for me, fabric stores were part of my existence growing up. As much as some people might have gone to the hardware store or to the grocery store, I went to the fabric store with my mom. I'm the youngest of 4 girls. She sewed all of our clothes except jeans. She wouldn't make jeans. She even made our swimsuits. She was a master seamstress and a master weaver. And her attention to which color each one of us should wear, even when we were little, was just amazing. And so we lived in this world of color and fabric and thread, and I thought, it was just part of my existence. So let me move this way a little bit. So when I was with my sisters on a weekend, sisters weekend, I walked into this fabric store in a little town on the Oregon coast and saw this display of thread and went, it's art. It's really beautiful art that's in there. So this is called Bit of Thread. It is a 34 by 22 print on pearl fine art paper with a 1-inch border, and it will come with a backer. Okay. It is hand signed, and the original price on that is $298, and it's on sale for $250. So if you know somebody that sews, this would be a wonderful gift. You could put it in a frame rather easily, and but it is a great study in color and shades, and so it's called Bit of Thread, and I hope you enjoy it. That's 1, 2. That's number 9. Whoa! We're up to number 9. Just a couple more before we get to the benefit piece. 9, that's 12. Where's 10? Ah, there it is. So, here is 10. Again, the state of Washington. As I mentioned, we are the only state in the lower 48 that has a temperate rainforest. And this is not far from Lake Quinault in the Hoh Rainforest out in Olympic National Park. It is a 30 by 20 matte metal print ready to hang. Again, you see the back. There, all done. You go sign right down there. And I call this a gathering place. Bob and I were on one of our road trips, and it was kind of a road trip that I had purposely wanted to go to the Hoh Rainforest and photograph the Hall of Mosses. We'd had a drought in the rainforest for 2 weeks. The Hall of Mosses was sad. It was sad. It was dry. It was not the rainforest. But farther at a different part near Lake Quinault, there was still a lot of moisture. And we went on this back road up around, and we came around, and we were on a dirt road, and we come around this corner, and I see this kind of glow off in the distance and yell at my husband to stop. And I'm trudging through, and I find this grove of trees that seemed to be glowing. And I call it a gathering place. It was a place that I felt completely welcome and enveloped by the forest. It was just like the forest was giving me a big hug. And it is a 30 by 20 matte metal print, and it's ready to hang. It's normally $371, and it is on sale tonight for $300.
Nice warm.
It is.
I recall.
Huh?
A nice warm hug. It was like 85.
Oh yeah, it was very warm too when we were doing this. But it was just, you know, it's one of those places you have to go on a dirt road, and then trudge a ways and you find things like this. So if this speaks to you, and it needs to be on your wall, go to imagesbyGretchen.com/live-show-sale and put in your information, click on number 10, and it can be yours and it'll be on your way. Also, just so you know, Father's Day is coming up, so lots of these might be good Father's Day gifts, and I will get them to you by Father's Day. All right, so free shipping, remember, on top of that. So this is number 10, Terry. This is a gathering place. Number 9 was, I put it down, what was number 9? I can't remember now. 9 was a bit of thread, was the one with thread. All the spools of thread, somebody said. Asked. Okay, so that is a gathering place, that's number 10. Now, number 11. I'm going to scoot back. I have this one on the wall back here, and I'll pick it up and bring it forward. All right. Number 11 is called Ancient Pinnacles.
Okay.
Those of you who have traveled Chinook Pass in Washington, Highway 410, from Natchez all the way up to Mount Rainier, might have thought about pulling off on this little side area that has a kind of a pull off for, I think it even might have a rest area right there, or at least a picnic table. But you kind of have to walk up a trail and around, and you will find this as the view. This again is hand signed. It's a 30 by 20 matte metal print ready to hang. It's called Ancient Pinnacles. It's actually what it was, is the remnants of what was called Fife's Peak in the Cascade Range. And Fife's Peak was a volcano that exploded over 25 million years ago, and it left some really distinctive formations throughout the Cascade Range. There's some really distinct formations like in the Stewart Range and the Cascades and Ancient Pinnacles that are different than the rest of the Cascades. And those happened from this time of explosion of these. And so it's such a beautiful area. It has really brutal formations, and it's just an amazing place. The clouds were kind to me that day. The light was beautiful, and it is one of my all-time favorites. It comes ready to hang. So it is a 30 by 20 Ancient Pinnacles. All right, and it is ready to hang. It's originally $371, and tonight it is $300. Okay. Terry, my friend Terry is on. She says I overwhelm her with decisions of which to choose. Here's the thing. These are all hand-signed limited editions. So if you choose one of these tonight, nobody else is going to get one like that. People can perhaps order a similar image on my website, but it won't be hand-signed. Or they might get it in a different media. The medias that you're going to get with these are the ones that I chose. They were chosen by the artist for me to decide which media I think that particular image works in best. Now that might not go with some people's aesthetics, but other people might say, Okay, the artist might know that what looks really good. So this is number 11, Ancient Pinnacles, and
Okay, so I can see it. Thank you.
again,
Perfect.
imagesbygretchen.com/live-show-sale. Oh my gosh. Now, hang on.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Take a sip.
that's number 11. Everybody, I've got the final benefit program to do. Raise your glass, have a sip. Be thankful that you didn't have to pay for parking tonight. You didn't have to drive through Seattle traffic or anywhere else traffic where you might be. That you can watch a gallery show in however comfort you want. You don't have to park several blocks away in order to get a decent parking place that you don't pay $40 for. Anyway, so tonight this is it, and these will come to you with free shipping, and they're ready to check out on that website that I mentioned. Okay, now my last one is number 12, and it's my benefit piece. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Two Waters Arts Alliance. I moved down here to the Key Peninsula last year, June 13th. We moved into our house. Within a month, I managed to, I went up to an evening up at a wine bar called Blend, and it's a place, and it's, turns out it's the place to be on the Key. On a Friday night it was. People everywhere came out of the woodwork, everything, and there's about 13 men that get together and play in a band, and they play every Friday night when we were open, and they show art in there, and it's just a lot of fun, and the people were just so wonderful. And I met some people, and they asked what I did, and I said I was a photographer, and the owner said, well, can we show some of your stuff here? Let's give you a month and have you show in Blend. And I was like, yay, that's awesome. And from there, I met a lady named Delia McGinnis, who was the president of Two Waters Arts Alliance. And she said, you're a retired teacher. You're an artist. You got to take advantage of this. You got to get in on this and stuff. And she also invited me to a group called TARTS, which stands for True Art Resonates Through Sisterhood. And it's a bunch of women that we get together every Monday and just do our own art. I edit pictures. As we usually meet at a local fire station in the middle of the day. Everybody does their own thing. There's between 10 and 20 of us sometimes. And it's the most amazing, uplifting art community that I can imagine. Anyway, so through TARTS, Delia kept bugging me, and not bugging me. Sorry, Delia. I bet you I know you're on here. Inviting me, kindly inviting me to say to come see what Two Waters Arts Alliance was about. So I went to the meeting about it, saw it was, and that they support art in the schools for kids, and a lot of it. There's a very rural community out here. The local elementary is probably about 10 minutes away from me, but you know, they don't have a lot of art programs, and there's a lot of disadvantaged kids there, and so there's some other elementaries close by too. So art has not been a big push necessarily there. That is the first thing funded. So Two Waters steps in and does amazing things. Well, next thing you know, I'm on the board. Next thing you know, we are passing out during this pandemic time. Every 2 weeks, we go to the school and pass out art activities with bags and all the supplies needed to the families that come and get food. And it's fabulous. So I thought, what could I do to say thank you to Two Waters for the inclusion that they gave me and the acceptance and just making me part of the community. And that was, I thought, I will give 100% of the proceeds from this original artist proof for Two Waters Arts Alliance. Now, if everything sells out tonight, an additional 5% of my total proceeds will go to Two Waters. But this is called Art on the Rails. And it is definitely a abstract that I played with some stuff. I was on my way on the train to the Northwest Council for Computer Educators a few years ago when I was still teaching. And as we were slowly making our way through a train yard, I was really fascinated at the graffiti that was on the sides of the trains. And as we pulled in to one place, I saw this particular drawing, almost like a Cocopelli done, and the artist had signed it and whatnot. And so I took a picture of that and that art, and then, but it was somebody else's art, and I didn't want to put it out there just for me as part of my piece. So what I did was I did an abstract with the whole area that I saw the setting of, and then changed it up with the metal and did some special kind of things to it. And I thought, how could I honor this unknown graffiti artist?
Right.
And I thought, okay, the proceeds from this one will benefit kids' art. And that's what Art on the Rails will go for. It is, I call it, it's an artist proof because really it's the first time I've ever printed of this. And I printed it myself. It's a hand printed. It's on a Moab Slick Rock silver paper. It's a 14 by 10 inch print. And it would probably go for $150, but I got it for tonight for $100.
Cool piece.
So it is, it's a really, I think it's a cool piece. I hope you like it, and I hope somebody gets it and benefits Two Waters Arts Alliance with it.
A little higher.
And it's the minimum price is $100. If you want to donate more, that's okay. But it caught my eye, and then it caught my imagination. So I wanted to honor the graffiti art of what I saw and how it has made an impact in what it does. But this was absolutely a really cool piece that somebody had just done in a place that was never going to really be seen. So I wanted it to be seen. Anyway, that is number 12. And that is the last one that I have. So number 12, I'll just pull back through them really quickly if we can. 11, I'll go backwards. Ancient Pinnacles. Normally 371, we're 300. Gathering Place, number 10. 371, now 300. Okay. Let's see, that was 10, 9. 9 was a bit of thread. It's tucked back in. It's the one that had all the spools of thread. And, oh, no, we didn't tuck it back in. We thought we tucked it back in, which is this way. Here we go. This is number 9, and it's going to have a backer on it. It's normally 298, and it's 250. Okay. 9, 8, 8. Eisenstein. Metal. Sale price of $215. Okay. I am just stunned that my little dog has not jumped in to help.
Revealed in sunrise.
8, 7.
Revealed in sunrise.
Something just slid. Ah, revealed in sunrise. Sorry. Number 7, revealed in sunrise. There we go. Number 6.
Hard at work.
Hard at work. Oh, it's a little one. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. I knew there would be a time that I would be pinging around like Ricochet Rabbit. Number 6, Hard at Work, $185 is the sale price. Okay. Number 5, Rugged Life, black and white, 22 by 14, Sale price is $180. For cot, it's the 36 by 24 print on Beretta fine art paper, and it is going to be on backer, and it is sale price of $170. Okay, for three sweet rides in Brownsville, Oregon. The motorcycles. Yes, there you go. $165 is the sale price.
Good.
2. Here we go. Right here. Ready for a long walk. This is 32 by 16 print on heavy watercolor. It's $160.
Beautiful.
Okay,
And one.
and number 1. Okay, Dreaming of Tulips. Dreaming of Tulips. A 18 by 24 inch
Perfect.
print on canvas, gallery canvas, with and it's $120 on sale. Okay, that's springtime in there. All right, got this. And I'm gonna get this for you now. Can you see that? I bet. I hope it's not reversed. I hope it's imagesbygretchen.com/live.show.sale. It's looking backwards to me. If you are on Instagram Live, the link to this is in my bio. Take you right there. If you are on Facebook Live, Images by Gretchen, it might be, we can put it in there. I'll put in the link right away if it's not on there. I think it is. But it's also on our main profile. But here it is. imagesbygretchen.com/live-show-sale. Whoa! Okay, that was, huh?
58 minutes.
Oh my gosh, I gotta end it. Because Instagram doesn't let you go for more than an hour, and it's 58 minutes, and I just made it. Whew. So, folks, raise a glass. I hope you enjoyed the show. It was quite the feat to get this done, and all those coming in to say, to do a quick little, yes, he did a little cameo. There we go, all those things. And my husband, thank you, Bob. So we did it. It's there. Go on. Thank you, Terry. Everybody, thanks so much for joining in. And hi, Melissa. Oh my gosh. So everybody, thank you so much for coming in and for the support. Again, support your local artists. Live shows, gallery sales are going to be it, I think, for a while. But they're worth it. They're so much fun. They're fun to do, and it's just a great thing to do. My next one will be on abstracts, and it will include my book, A Different Vision, which is a new thing I have down there, brand new book. But for now, these are limited editions. Go for it. Go to imagesbygretchen.com/live-show-sale and grab them, and I'll let you know tomorrow how it goes. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Blessings. Stay safe. And happy weekend. Thanks a lot.
59:38.